Good afternoon. We begin with breaking news. A coroner has ruled that multiple failures by West Midlands Police materially contributed to the murders of a mother and her daughter in Solihull. Raneem Oudeh and her mother, Khaola Saleem, were stabbed to death by Raneem's estranged husband outside their home in August of 2018. She'd made numerous reports of domestic violence to the police during and after their relationship. Well, Sky's Becky Johnson is at Birmingham Coroner's Court there. Becky, what else did we learn today?
This is a verdict that is very damning of West Midlands Police and their response to multiple calls for help by a young mother who was being abused by her estranged husband. In the months leading up to the murder of Raneem Oudeh and her mother, Khaola Saleem, Ms Oudeh called 999 some 14 times to report incidents of domestic abuse. These included threats to kill her. These included threats to stab her. And yet, repeatedly, police, this inquest jury found, did not log these reports correctly. They did not follow up on these reports correctly. They didn't assess the risk correctly. And then in August of 2018, in the early hours of the morning, the two women were stabbed to death by Jambaz Tareen, the estranged husband, the man that Raneem Oudeh had kicked out after she found out he had another wife and children in Afghanistan. Now, on the night of the murder, the two women, Raneem Oudeh and Khaola Saleem, were in a shisha bar in Birmingham. Now, at the time, there was an order in place that Jambaz Tareen should not approach them, but he was there in the bar. There was a confrontation between them in the bar. Now, following that, Raneem Oudeh was captured on the CCTV footage calling 999. That was the first of 4 calls she made to the police that night. We can listen now to one of those recordings.
They're not coming quickly. I've been waiting 2 hours now.
Yeah, because he had left, so the risk has been lowered. That's the issue. But now he's not there.
He might be waiting.
Now he's not there, so we have to go to other jobs where there are people there still. That's how it works. So you just go to your mum's and lock the door, and we'll try and see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All
But no,
right.
he actually followed me from my mom to the place where I was in the restaurant.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's been 2 hours
He's
now,
waiting for
though.
me.
It's been 2 hours, so you need to go to your mum's. Okay, that's what you said you wanted to do. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Those calls became increasingly desperate as the night went on. In fact, in one of them, Raneem Oudeh tells police she has a 2-year-old son and she's worried that Jambaz Tareen is going to get a knife and hurt them. In fact, in the end, it was Ms Oudeh and her mother who was stabbed to death in a frenzied attack, an attack that was witnessed from an upstairs window by Raneem's younger sister, who was 14 years old at the time, who was babysitting that 2-year-old son, who heard screams, went to the window and witnessed her mother and sister being killed. I spoke to her earlier today and she told me of her anger at the inaction of the police in those weeks leading up to these murders.
I think it just hurt even more now, knowing that she actually cried for help and begged for them and they did not come at all. And realising in the past as well, previously, from April, she's been calling and nothing's been done at all.
We are now waiting for a response from this inquest verdict from West Midlands Police. They are, of course, now the latest police force to be accused of not responding properly to threats to violence against women. The coroner herself said that a number of very serious concerns in the handling of domestic abuse by this police force have been raised, and she has now ordered a prevention of future deaths report, which she hopes will bring wholesale changes in the way West Midlands Police deals with domestic abuse. We are actually just about to hear now from Khaola Saleem's sister, Raneem Oudeh's aunt. She is going to come, we believe, and make some comments live on camera. I'm going to move the microphone and we'll wait to hear from Noor Norris, her response to this inquest verdict.
if you stand there? Thank you very much. And if you just want to say your name first of all, please.
Good evening. My name is Noor Norris.
And if you can speak.
My name is Noor Norris.
That's it. You don't have to lean down because those
We'll pick up. Okay.
Oh my God. Mike, sorry. And just look into the camera.
Here today at the Coroner Court in Birmingham, the truth was delivered. I wish to announce the outcome of the verdict. The failure of the West Midlands Police has led to the death of our beloved sister Khaola Saleem and her daughter Raneem Oudeh. Both were murdered at the hand of the ex-husband of Raneem after a history of domestic abuse. Coercive control and stalking, all of which police were aware of at the time. West Midlands Police have failed Khaola and Raneem beyond imagination. They had so many opportunities to save their lives, right up until the end. Both were murdered while on the phone to the police begging for help. On behalf of my family, I would like to give our sincere appreciation to the people who worked very hard for the last 4 years to help us expose the truth of the failing. Also, many thanks to the jury who went through the evidence for 3 weeks. At the time, it was like watching a horror movie. And to the coroner and her staff, who were very supportive. We have revealed the truth, but there is so much more yet to achieve. We need changes to prevent future death through domestic abuse. We need culture change at all levels of policing. We ask for no more failing, no more dismissal of victims of domestic abuse. The legacy of Raneem and Khaola must be to ensure that other victims get respect, support, investigation and safeguarding that our loved ones did not get. Khaola, Raneem, we miss you beyond imagination. I know we can't bring you back, but may your souls now rest in peace. Thank you.
Noor, what would you like to see happen now? I mean, you've had the findings today. What would you like to see happen now?
First of all, after addressing the failure of West Midlands Police, we would like this to be heard by everybody in order for changes to start happening. We do appreciate the outcome of the verdict, but now we want changes. We want domestic abuse to be taken much more seriously. Changes to start to happen immediately, because there's people under risk every day, because things haven't really changed much ever since my sister and my niece had died 4 years ago. We would like police to have more sufficient training, be more aware of the domestic abuse policy and what goes on with domestic abuse with coercive controlling and stalking. We would like the system to be much more stronger and efficient, and the logs to be more in harmony, so they can all log on the same log and get all the evidence they need, instead of having so many systems and so many failures with the systems.
What are your feelings towards West Midlands Police?
We're very upset and disappointed, obviously, and we have huge emotions that we can't express at the moment. But the only way we can actually go forward with this is to actually see the changes happening.
No, do you think this is a national problem?
I do believe so, because domestic abuse is a raising concern to everybody, locally and internationally, and to fail at that level is very concerning, not just for domestic abuse, for any other sectors, I think.